What's going on, y'all? Uneducated Yogi here with One Family Investing. Thank you for coming. Um, it's been a while. I feel like when I don't talk on this thing now for more than 2 days, I feel like I'm missing everybody. I don't know who watching yet, cause ain't nobody commenting. Y'all should comment. Let me know who's watching. It says I have about 4 regular viewers, and then I get a decent amount of like interactions. But as far as like regular viewers, I'm at about 4. I appreciate you 4. Okay, if you're one of them, leave a thumbs up in the comment. So then I just know. Just leave a thumbs up. Okay. Anyways, let's get to the content here, which I want to go over the public portfolio. I want to go over the opening. So the market just opened. It's 8:38. The market opened at 8:30, and I just want y'all to see. Actually, we'll start here. Let's start here, and then we'll go over the public portfolio because this is exciting. So this is the SoFi. This is SoFi stock, and this is Tesla stock over here. So I have both of these open, and remember when I told y'all one of the strategies I'm going to be looking for is the strategy of when the market makes a big move, it's going to make a correction. So it is, let me make that a little bit smaller. It is likely that this will go down and then a correction. So as soon as it hits bottom and starts going bullish, back bullish, we can actually put in down here and ride this all the way back up. So that's the idea. And the point of what I'm doing with y'all is because I'm not a professional day trader yet, I'm showing y'all what I would actually be doing to study and to learn how to play these markets, so to speak. All right. And then Tesla over here, the 831 is this one right here. So it went down here. So the bears tried to push down, they got down to 281. And then the bulls, they opened at 284. And that was just going up. So the bulls are pushing. And what I would do with Tesla, so I would play with the strategy I just said about this big move. Boom, it just went down right on open, right? And we can even go down to a 1 minute or 2 minute. Let's do 1 minute. So even if we do a 1 minute, look. So right at open, boom, it goes down. 1 minute. The next minute, it keeps going down. The next minute, it keeps going down. The next minute, it keeps going down. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes. It went straight down. For 4 straight minutes, it just kept going down. The bulls, there's some wicks in here, but look what happened, right? And then, so if I'm day trading, I would have probably had a 1 minute, 2 minute chart up, and I would have been looking at this going, hey, this seems nice. And then once I saw this candle, I would have been thinking about getting in. And then if I saw this one, I would have been like, oh, okay, it's probably going to reverse right now. And then I would have saw this, I probably would have waited. And then if I seen this one as it's going up, my FOMO probably would have went in. But if I'm playing with real money, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I probably would have waited, and then I probably would have got in right here because now I'm seeing the trend go back up. So on a realistic tip, we'll say that uneducated would have went in about right here at 1412. So 1412, let me put something there. Annotation, there it is. Price label around 4. So with no money, I would have went in right here, right? But with money, I'm going in around there, around 412. And we're hoping to get out up here. We're looking to get out up here, but if we're watching it moment to moment, then it could go past. But so we'll keep an eye on this. But anyways, y'all see this. This is my NFL. This is my basketball right now. Okay, so we're at the 1 minute chart, and this is now riding back up. And you know, for me, I'm going to the let's go 2 minute chart, and now we're gonna see. You know, we're hoping to get around 1438. Okay. And then if you see the Tesla one, so this is the 5 minute chart. Remember, this is where we open, right here. And then this went down, so the bears pushed it down, and we came back up. And now, so what I would have done with Tesla is, before the market opened, I would have figured out like what type of trend. Yeah, we'll do 1 hour. Yeah, so we'd figure out what type of trend Tesla is following, because it's so volatile right now. The other day I drew these in here because it was because we were in a, you know, we're in a bearish market. So the bears was taking the trend down. So a bearish trend is what it's called. So the trend is bearish. And honestly, I think if a lot of the madness didn't happen with whatever's going on with Trump and all this other stuff, we probably would have seen a nice correction back up already somewhere. But, you know, all this stuff is going on. So what happened is I would have been wanting to get in around here, because this was a day it opened. This was 8:30 the market. It went down, and I was like, okay, well, hopefully it comes back up to this blue mark right here, this blue one right here. But it never did. It kept going down because the stuff that was going on with Musk and Trump, right? So all this stuff kept going down, and yeah, I was hoping, like, you know, maybe something would happen, but boom, it kept going down. So we're still in a downward trend. The bulls took over a little bit right here, so they tried to come, you know, take the trend back. But as you can see, this is a downward trend again. So this is let's say this was a high point, then you had a lower high. Yeah, a lower high, and then you got another lower high, then this one, and then this high is lower than this high. So it's a downward trend. So we're back in a downward trend. Today's the 9th. So what I would have done is I would have done some technical analysis before I mess with Tesla on some option stuff. All right, I don't trust it right now. Okay, so we're gonna let these play out. I'm gonna go over the public portfolio real quick, and then we're gonna come back to see where SoFi is in a second. Okay, so let's go to the public portfolio. And, you know, I'm actually pretty happy right now with the public portfolio. There's going to be some some gains, but slow gains. We got some slow gains. So let's come down here. So the last time we saw these over here, I just refreshed just to see where it's actually at. I don't want to cheat you. I ain't trying to cheat you. Okay, so what's cool about this, okay, even this one, it says 0 a second ago, right? We're at $5 with ARK. So the gains and losses, this is the total gains and losses. Remember that we have more red over here. All right, Nike's back at top, and STM, so that's another special stock that we have. I've said it in the past, but that's basically is connected to Starlink. They do a lot of it's microelectronics. In Starlink, for instance, it's the one who makes the antenna, and Starlink can't have their system run properly without this antenna, for instance. So this is very deeply connected to that. But they're connected to other companies as well, just not Starlink. But so, anyways, it's one of our main plays for the public portfolio. We really are we're looking forward to see the gains from STM, for instance. So they came up. You know, y'all seen Genie? It was Genius Sports. It was up for a while, but now, you know, it's our lesser gains, but still gains, right? We just care about gains. But it was up here. SoFi still in the green. Remember, Nike and SoFi are the two newest stocks in here, and I bought them we got them during the little mini crash that happened when tariff season was talked about. It's still tariff season, but when it was first talked about, a lot of stocks went on discount, all right? And that's when we got in, okay? So, SoFi and Nike. Sorry, I just want to pay attention a little. Okay, and you see this is on the 2-minute chart. It's going, they're going back and forth. So, so what's the story here telling me? Right now, the bulls were trying to push these up. You see these wicks? The bulls were trying to push it up. And these actually, they opened below wherever they closed at. So, because these are green candles, that means they opened at the bottom and they closed at the top. The red candles, again, it means it opened at the top and closed at the bottom. So these are still bullish candles because they're green. And we can see how much they're trying to push up, but they keep getting pushed down. Okay? And the bears, they tried to win here, but this still closed bullish up here. And then this open here, so it opened here. At some point during this 2-minute battle, the bears brought it down here, and they brought it back up here, the bulls. So again, this one, it opened here, and now for 2 minutes, it's going to be fighting to go, you know, up or down, and we'll see where it's going to close at. So I'm still watching this, and yep, I open here. It's only been 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 minutes. I'm still leaving this in there for at least I don't know. I don't do this again as a day trader like that, but my mind and what I've been observing, about 30 to 45 minutes. I'd probably sit here and let this stay open if I don't reach up here right away. And then my loss will go somewhere down here. So that's how you adjust your risk to reward ratio, right? So the reward is all of this up here. And then the risk is this little bit down here. So that means if the trade starts to look bad, then I would set a stop loss. I mean, I'd probably do it here. I'd set a stop loss to where it just gets me out of the trade right when it hits 1405, right? And vice versa. If this gets up here, I would have a stop loss set to where I'll take profit at 1442, for instance. And then as I'm watching it, if I feel like it's not going to get up there, I just take out at some point in between here. So there's that. Sorry, I just want to share that real quick. Let me go keep going over the public portfolio real quick. So so we have SoFi, and then we have Net, Cloudflare. So Cloudflare in a positive, and Block or Square, XYZ is negative 68. Overall positive gains of 152. So that's where we are with the non-ETFs. And then the ETFs are down here. We have ARK and Destiny Tech, DXYZ. And these both were overall losses for a while. As you can see, ARK is turning green, and like Destiny Tech, it'll come around. But the portfolio overall is doing pretty dang good. Okay, so 2,700. I think we're at 25, 20 something as far as what I put in personally. So yeah, just want to go over that. So I'm looking forward to all of these just going up. I'm looking at some of these stocks. Like I'm really happy with the stocks that I have in here, that we have in here. So Nike, STM, Genius Sports, SoFi, Cloudflare. All of these are going to do very, very well within these next couple of years, and that's what we're looking for when we are trading stocks to buy and hold. That's what we look for. We look for stocks that will be doing good over a longer time span. We're not looking for a quick gain. We're not looking for, hey, I got this stock, and hey, next year, it's going to make me thousands and thousands of dollars. It could, but that's not what we're looking for when we're buying and holding. Okay? And what else did I want to go over? I think that's what I'm going to go over in this video. There's a video I'm going to also... let's go over this real quick. So, this one that expired. So, remember I put these options on a watch list. This was one of the actual real ones that I was taking serious. And what was cool is it went up and down. Like I had some gains and I had some lost days. So I'm watching again. So this is part of me learning how to day trade, or in this case, swing trade, to where the trade is going to be week or more out, basically. So these ones I kind of just put in just to try it out, and then this one I was taking a little bit more serious. At one point, it did have it was in the positive. So if I would have actually had that, I wouldn't have made much. I probably would have made a couple dollars, maybe like $2 or $3. I'm not gonna lie. But the point is to learn how to do this without losing money, right? Or when we are losing money, we want to know why we're losing it, or how to work that out. So this one, for instance, just the other day was up in the positive, and the stock did not reach $15 yet. Even it reached like $14.50 or something like that. But it was in the positive. As far as the trade itself, but I wasn't gonna be profitable because it didn't cover the expense that I paid for the position, if that makes sense. So the option itself would have been positive, but it wouldn't have covered what I paid for it, so I wouldn't have been positive. Okay? So that point doesn't come until down here. It says until 1567 do I break even. All right? So in that we have the expiration date of the 20th, so we still have a couple of weeks. And what I like to do is I like to come in here and I like to simulate my returns. And you guys can do this. And I'm saying that do this, pick a stock that you're curious about option trading with or day trading with, and then come in here and mess with this. So if it goes to 1450 today, let's say it went to 1450 today, then my simulated returns would be $5. And again, it doesn't cover my expenses that I paid for the stock, for the trade. So it wouldn't cover that, but the option itself would be in the positive. Okay? But then if it got there today because of when you get closer to your strike point, your expiration date of 620, my expiration date for this is 620, the more you lose. So even if it stayed at 1450, if I wait to trade this option, even at 1450 until the 18th, I would be minus $15. Okay? It's only worth what it is right now because if I take it out today. But even if it stayed at 1450, if I took it out on the expiration date, I'd be minus $17. But let's just say it reached that, it said 1560, my break even point. So let's take it, it's working slow. It said 1561. Okay, so even on my break even point, see, now if I take it out on the 20th, it's a $3. This is 1562. So if it was 1562, you see at the bottom, I make $3 from this. But if it reaches $15 within the next couple of days, I can possibly make $50 to $40, and then that does cover a little bit of what I paid for the trade, for the position. Okay, if that makes sense. All right. So mess with these. Go into Robinhood, not Robinhood Legend. So this is just classical Robinhood. You go into Robinhood and they have this new thing to where you can do an options watch list and you can start learning how to trade options before you get into it. I think this is a version of what they call paper trading. I don't know, but this is how I'm using it. And it's allowing me to learn if I would have made a bright decision or not, basically. And we can mess with one right now. So SoFi, where is it? So let's say we go to SoFi. What's up? Sure. Y'all gotta clean up. So let's let SoFi load. So what I'm gonna try to do, or not try to do, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a trade on the watch list. So trade SoFi options. So remember, we're in classical Robinhood. I just went to, you go to any stock, underneath it, if you can trade it as an options, it'll have it underneath you just saw me click on it over here. And then what we want to do is, what I've learned so far is like 4 to 6 weeks out is a good time frame to play with. So I'm playing with that time frame. I went to teachers who taught me, right? And I'm here sharing with you what I've learned, and I believe I'm a quick learner because I just do stuff. So here we are. So let's say July 11th. We'll do July 25th. It's my daughter's birthday. So on July 25th, So it's 46 days out. We're going to buy a call because SoFi is doing very well right now. And by July, let's say, so SoFi is at 14.26 right now. So in this one I'm playing with, I might set two of them up right now because I've seen it to where they put it close to the price that it's already at. So like for instance, this would be the 1450. So 1450, the delta is at 0.51. Delta means like the likelihood that we'll get here, the higher the delta is, the more likelihood that it'll happen. So 0.5, there's a 50% chance that we'll be here by this time, according to the analytics, so to speak. All right. So let's do this because again, this is how I learn. This is how I exercise. I'm about to place this one, just one contract, and how many shares is in one contract? 100 shares, right? So let's put this one here. The break even 1550. Okay. I feel like good till cancel. So the cost of this contract would be 102. So when you see this contract is $80. This contract, you just add a zero basically, or two zeros. So that'll be your multiplier of 100 shares, and you're getting 100. You're able to manage 100 shares of SoFi for $104. And when I place the order, I get paid a premium, is how I understand it. So I get paid a premium, and I can keep that whether this reaches my price or not. So whatever premium I get paid, I could be saying this wrong. That's why I'm taking my time. Okay, not enough buying power. Well, I want to just put it on my watch list. Deposit funds, go to edit. Okay, so it's not even gonna let me put it on the watch list. See, didn't know that. Unless I have enough funds to get it. I assume that's what's happening. So you're learning with me. Look at this. So why was I able to? Because I'm not able to sell. Oh, I could. Okay, yeah. So I need to be able to have this in my account in order to mess with this. Okay, I'm gonna go back and keep messing with. Oh, there it is. Add to watch list. Okay, there it is. That's how I did it. Okay, so here go to add to watch list, and now it's added to my watch list. And then I want to do one more. The last one I'm gonna do is a price that it may or may not get to. And let's say still July 25th, I want to buy a call, meaning I believe it's going to go up. Call means it's going to go up, put means it's going to go down. And I believe it's going to go up possibly to, let's just say, 1550. So from 1450 to 1550. And the delta here is 36, so it's saying that it there's not a high chance. But let me see, what is this? Okay. So 1550 So that's just like the other one that I had. Close this one. 1550. So it'll be $64 for this one. It's supposed to change over here. Okay. So you just went up in price as we were just sitting here right now. Anyways, add to watch list. Same amount of time out, and we're gonna add it to the watch list. And now, okay. Okay, now we're gonna exit, and I'll show you what's gonna be coming up in the next video. So I'm trying to go to the options list real quick so I could show you. How many minutes we at? 30 minutes. I want to be done. You don't want this too long. Once my computer starts loading properly, quickly, it'll get better. Okay, so options watch list now. And it just comes up on the side here. So 725, 725. Okay, well, oh yeah, let's go back to check out the other chart. Okay, so here, so even with this, the 1450 one, look, it's already saying that there's gains there. This one, nope. Okay, so we're gonna be watching these for the next month and a half. Okay, and going back over here, so this one never came down, but it also didn't go up, right? So, and this is what I'm saying. So for here, this could be a new, the new trend could be a side trend. It's called a side trend. So the side trend, you know, it's 910 right now. I wouldn't want to be sitting here like crazy long is what I would assume. Again, I don't do this day by day yet. But I'm taking out, and I'll just get whatever profit from here to here could be. So that's about 20 cents on the dollar of gains. I would try to just keep it even because this is the way I am. But if not, then yeah, I probably would have taken out over here. Where is it? 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock it was here. So I'd have been thinking, I'm like 30 minutes. Yeah. So I'm taking out and getting some profit basically instead of none at all. Tesla, we're just gonna, because I hold Tesla, we're just gonna hope that it comes back up anyways. But getting them on discount, never count a good business person out of the game. A good business, and it's ran by someone like Elon Musk. This stock is still on discount if you're a holder. Okay, just FYI, not financial advice or nothing, but I own the stock and I'm just sharing. Okay, anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Check out the next one because we'll be going over a little bit of like how we stay motivated, and then I'm just going to be going over the market. Like I haven't went over the temperature of the market in a while, and a little bit of I don't know if y'all remember Khalees. She's a singer, songwriter type of, she's an artist. Or she used to be. I don't know if she still makes music, but I saw this and I just thought it was, kind of wild that, yeah, she just popped up. Um, why Khalees left America to buy a 300-acre farm in Kenya. So these are the type of things that we're able to do once we gain a little bit of financial freedom, because this is the ultimate goal, is for us to make some type of cash flow income to where it could support a lifestyle that we want, or just you know she's building a lot of stuff, and we'll go over that in the next video a little bit more. Okay, but yeah, that's one of the goals. That's the mission. Okay, and again, I appreciate y'all. Check out the next video as well, because it's gonna be nice. Anyways, I hope you got some value out of this. If you got some value out of this, especially if you're still here, it's 36 minutes. I don't know why you're still here, but if you are, please like, subscribe. I'm working on a goal of 50 subscribers, so I can start live streaming. That is ideal for me. It'd be so nice. And, I appreciate any one of y'all who helped me get there. All right. Until next time, love and peace. Share this with somebody as well.